YouTube Nation, John Murphy again. And what I want to talk about today is an important subject that's meaningful to me. So if you're somebody who's originating loans, been originating loans, wants to start originating loans, or just wants to improve your life, this video is for you. Because what I didn't know when I got started was what to focus on. So I want to give you a framework, what I believe is it's called what to focus on. And the reason I bring this up is if you're brand new to the business, you've been in a while, there's so much content out there. There's people who are successful around you. There's unsuccessful people. There's people you give advice. There's people who aren't giving you advice. So the first thing I tell everybody is make some core commitments to yourself. And let's start with this category over here, right? If you can see the screen, I'm shooting this in my basement on one of those ring lights. So I'm already not that good looking, but with the lighting, it gets weird. So just follow me here if you can see this or not. And I'll write it big. Core commitment, right? What I call these are your non-negotiables. And what you have to realize this, being successful is going to take longer, cost more money, be harder than you think, and guess what? You do it anyways. Because what a lot of people don't focus on in the beginning is what's going to drive you forward. Because when you watch a video, you have to start asking yourself this simple question: how bad do I want it? A lot of people love eating and dissolving content and reading online and watching the next video and scrolling. Cut that BS out. You don't need more information. You need to be reminded of the important things you need to be doing. Does that make sense? You need write that down. I need to be reminded of the important things I need to be doing. So here are your core commitments. Remember this. You are trying in the beginning to build your skills. So write this down. Skills. So the most successful person in your office, you need to make your best friend. You need to bug them, bother them, buy them lunch if you don't have the money. Because realize this, they have done the thing you wanted to do. So you want to get what's in their head into your head and realize how do they think, and you can do it too, right? We're all human. Remember that. So you want to learn your core commitments, skills, work ethic. It's hilarious to me how many people who are in sales and they'll be like, oh, I'm working so hard. I'll be like, how many hours a week you working? They're like, I work 100 hours. Then I go, how many outbound sales calls do you make a week? 0. What the hell are you working on? Man, I'm watching video, market updates, the internet, surfing the web, Instagram, Reels. F that, man. Remember this, work. So what is work when you're brand new in sales? It's very simple. It's building your network and calling on agents, right? So the next piece of this is, who do I focus on? Who, right? And you just heard it. Homeowners, people who own home, we'll put own H, want to own home, and agents, right? So your core commitment is this. Build skill, work, right? And you're going to have to work maybe 7 days a week. Heaven forbid, if you want to make big money, you work a lot. You work all the time. It's part of what it takes. I work a lot. But there's no secrets anymore. So when you're watching this video, you got to ask yourself, what are my core commitments? What are the things I won't negotiate on in my life? Because what I find is the internet is so deceiving. You watch a video, you go, that person's rich and successful. That person's doing all the things I wanted. No. That's their highlight reel. They're selling to you, man. Wake up, smack yourself, and realize this. Build your skills and work your ass off. Those are the universal truths. And again, remember this. Most people overestimate what they can accomplish in a year and underestimate what they can accomplish in 20 years. One of the funniest stories of my life, when I was 21 and my girlfriend's dad saw my goals, I wanted to buy 20 rentals and make 200 grand a year, right? I even to the point where I want to make 200 grand so bad, I pulled out a check and wrote the check to myself, 200,000, John Murphy. Guess how much money I made that year when I was 21? Probably about 22,000, right? I own no rentals. So I had one, but it was a defunct store. We're not going to get into that here. But what you have to remember is that people will judge you, people will tear you down, but guess what? You're not doing it for them, man. You're doing it for you. So as we talk through these core commitments, when we talk through focus, is this. You. It's you versus you. That is the ultimate secret. So here it is. Build high-paying skills, and we're going to cover those next. Work like hell. There's no limit, and work is doing the things that pay, prospect, and work on yourself. Fairly simple, right? There's no market condition when you're getting started. There's no magic that's going to occur. You're just focused on you. Now, who do you focus your sales on? This is pretty simple here. People who own a home, follow me. People who want to own a home, and agents. That's it. You want to master this, okay? So now you have your core commitments, and you know who to call. So now let's get to the basics of what skills you need to develop, and let's go the skills. So let's cover the skills. And I don't want to say that pay the bills because that's so cliche and annoying for people who make YouTube videos alone, so I'm not going to say that. So let's go with this. What skill do you need to master first? And the first skill you need to master is setting appointment. Now, as you watch this video and if you see spelling errors, people always judge me for that, and this is kind of my belief system. Don't care. It's better done than perfect. Sorry if it makes spelling errors and it pisses you off on the video. Give me a big thumbs down. Don't care. But what you have to realize is this. The first skill you need to learn in the mortgage business is setting an appointment. Hey man, let's get together. When I ask a new salesperson how to set an appointment, you would think that they're trying to coordinate the how to sail across the Atlantic based upon the North Star. Here's how you set an appointment. You text somebody and you say, hey, let's get together. When are you free? That's it, right? Set an appointment. You want to call somebody on the phone? Hey, this is so-and-so with XYZ company with lender down the street. Dude, I saw your profile. Let's get together, man. I want to talk. Text or call, man. Text or call. Do not make this into this scientific project. Next thing, right? Setting appointment. Hosting an appointment. This is the next skill you need to learn if you're brand new in the business, right? What am I going to say, John? What am I going to do in the appointment? How about this? How long have you been in real estate? Right? That's it. And we can go in this, but for the sake of this video, I don't want it to be an hour. So just remember this. These are the skills, right? Core commitments. Build skills, work like hell, focus on you. Who are you talking to? People who own a home, want to own a home, and realtors. What skills do you need? Right here. Set an appointment. Not to blow your mind here. Host the appointment, right? Build trust, right? Ask for business. Here's what you have to remember. The people who win in relationships are the people who need the least from it, right? The person who has the upper hand. The billionaire doesn't call the fast food worker, let's be honest. But the billionaire does help the homeless. Does that make sense? So what you have from these meetings, you want to position yourself as a person of value. So a lot of cheesy salespeople, most people now don't buy cars in person, they buy them online. But I remember when I was really young and I used to go buy cars, they would always ask me like 3 minutes in to get in the dealership, hey man, you ready to buy today? Hey man, is there any reason you want to buy today? Don't do that. So what it means to this, ask not for the sale, questions. The quality of your questions is what it's all about. So when you get the meeting, you host the meeting, and then you got to ask questions about them. Tell me about you. Where are you from? How long have you been in real estate? Do you have kids? Oh, what are your kids' names? Where do they go to school? Cool. And then you always got to ask your prospect about what matters to them when they refer. If you worked with us at MJW, I'd teach you this secret framework, but you don't. So I'm giving this to you for free. So follow me here. So you ask those questions. The goal of it is this, though. I'll tell you the summary. Build trust. You earn the right to have a referral. If someone's giving you a referral, they're saying, I trust you enough with my paycheck. Don't mess it up. So back to one, if you're somebody who's lazy to respond, scared of conflict, worried what other people think, can't get your words out, you got to overcome it. This is simple, right? This is a very clear line. Ask questions to get a referral, right? Next one, how to take an application and do a good job, right? How to, so it's take application, not how to, right? So how to app, we'll call it that. And then get them pre-approved and then know how to sell, right? Once they get a contract in, sell, and then you repeat this entire model. So your week should look like this. The best salespeople, right? 5 a day is the champion's way in my mind. If you can meet 5 people face-to-face, customers, friends, whoever, and then the backdrop when you're new is you have to make the economics work. So if you don't meet people at Starbucks, hopefully you have a coffee machine at your office, you have a meeting at their office. Or better yet, you meet at their office, right? Because if you're broke, don't go more broke spending money. So you start with this basic framework right here. So if I were brand new in the mortgage business and I were watching this video, I would ask yourself, what are your skills? Because here's the best part about being on YouTube. After you watch this video, you can put in the search toggle, hey, how do I set an appointment, man? How do I host a great sales meeting? How do I ask the right questions? How do I take an application, right? These are all in there. How do I target homeowners? Shit, you can do anything you want. But the most important part of when you get started is focus, right? As I say to my kids, focus, man. Not be careful, pay attention. Because these little secrets, these little videos, this video right here could be the thing that swings the big door to all the opportunity of your life because it starts you down a path of thinking about this business. Success is simple, not easy, right? Success is simple, not easy. It requires years of work, many thousands of appointments, hundreds of times. You meet the most successful people, they've probably been through the hardest shit. So as you think through this video and you watch this training and you are a loan officer, realize this, it's worth it. Because what a lot of people, when I frame all this out and I say, hey, look at my success story, I've worked hard, I'm easy to find on the internet, again, I'm in the mortgage space. But what's most important about this is what you got to remember is this, the core commitment about why you got started. Because when I was a young man, I made a decision before I ever got started in business that my dream could not be sold. There was no level of hardship, there was no challenge I would quit for because that's how bad I want it to this day. My wife upstairs with the kids could attest this to you. My husband is nuts. This dude's will to win cannot be sold. He will not stop no matter what. So what I challenge you as you watch this video is think about this. Challenge your resolution. Challenge your word with yourself. How do you build more self-confidence? You keep that confidence to you. So as we talk through what to focus on when you get started in the mortgage business, here it is. Let's get to work. Have a great day. Who needs a mortgage?